This chapter, in the beginning we spoke about physical change and chemical change. Followed by that, we understood what exactly happens in a chemical change. Chemical changes are permanent, and it changes the bond because which new bonds are formed and new products are formed. Change. Whenever a chemical change takes place, we say a chemical reaction is taking place. We also studied the steps involved in writing a chemical reaction. Do you remember? What are the steps involved in writing a chemical reaction? Who's going to tell me that? Come on, everyone, wake up. Don't sleep. What are the steps involved in writing a chemical reaction? Quickly answer this question. Nobody knows answer to this question. We've studied. Do you remember? We just meeting after a week, right? Previous week, we studied about steps involved in writing a chemical reaction. Do you know what are the steps? Any one step you can tell me. Come on, give an attempt quickly. Okay, we write the word equation. How do you, I am asking steps involved in writing a chemical equation. What are the steps involved in writing a chemical equation? Very good, Nishita. Reactants on the left hand side, products on the right hand side. That's the first step. Very good. Reactants are always written on the left hand side, products are written on the right hand side. What is put in between the reactants and products? What is put in between? Okay, Nishita, very good. Only I think Nishita is there in my class today. Arrow. In between reactants and products, we put an arrow. So what if we have two or more reactants and products? What do we put in between them? If I have either two or more reactants or I have two or more products, what do I put between them? Plus sign. Very good. Plus sign. Later, if I need any conditions to be carried out for the reaction, where do I put that condition? If there are any conditions required for the arrow, yes, on the arrow. Very good, Deepika. Above that, below that is all right. One more important condition I said that is required when we have to make the reaction more informative. What is one more thing do we put into the reaction to make it more informative? What is one more thing? It's the physical state of the reactants and products. Very good. Nishita, very well. You have revised the topic very nicely. Very good student. We write the physical state of the reactants and products to make the reaction more informative, whether it's in solid, liquid, or gaseous state, or it's a gas liberator, or it's a precipitate form. Followed by that, we studied some chemical changes that happens in our surrounding in daily life. First, we studied about natural changes. Under natural chemical changes, we studied about two things. Which are the two things we studied under natural chemical changes? कौन सा दो एग्जाम्पल हमने डिस्कस किया था? Very good, Shreya. Photosynthesis and very good, Shreya. Respiration. It was photosynthesis and respiration. These are the two natural phenomena, and we've studied about the word equation and chemical equation. So I'll quickly revise the word equation of respiration, where glucose combines with oxygen, undergoes the process of respiration, gives us carbon dioxide and water. Isn't it? Glucose plus oxygen and in the process of respiration gives me carbon dioxide and water. Exact opposite is the process of photosynthesis, where carbon dioxide plus water in the presence of sunlight and green plants gives us glucose and oxygen, where the only difficult formula in these two reactions are glucose, which is C6H12O6. After that, we studied man-made chemical changes, in which the first one we did was combustion of fuels. Now, combustion of fuels was very simple. Carbon plus oxygen gives me carbon dioxide, and combustion of fuel is a fast and irreversible chemical change. The second one which we were talking about was cleaning of Shahbad tile with dilute hydrochloric acid. Shahbad tile, I said, is mainly made up of calcium carbonate. Then its cleaning is done with the help of hydrochloric acid. We get three products, namely calcium chloride, carbon dioxide and water. Let's see what the chemical, what the word equation for the same. The word equation is carbon plus oxygen. I'm sorry, this is not the word equation. The word equation is calcium carbonate plus hydrochloric acid. Will give us what? Calcium carbonate plus hydrochloric acid gives us calcium chloride, carbon dioxide and water. I think till here we had done in the last class, isn't it? Till here we had done in the last class. Did we write the word equation, chemical equation for the same thing? Did we write the chemical equation for the same thing? We did not write. Okay. So now you're going to help me to write this. Tell me what's the symbol of calcium. What's the symbol for calcium? Ca. Carbonate is CO3. Both have valency 2. So when I interchange, what is the formula I'm getting up for calcium carbonate? Very nice. It is CaCO3. See, everybody has to put in their efforts. Don't wait for the teacher to answer. You all know that I'm going to answer in few seconds. But I am asking you a question. That means you need to utilize your brains to write the answer. Chemical reactions need a lot of practice. So I want everyone to be actively participating in the class. Please. If you don't participate in the class, next lecture onwards, or maybe in this current class only, I'll be forced to make you leave the meeting. So everyone, please participate when your teacher is asking you any question. Calcium carbonate is CaCO3 and hydrochloric acid is HCl. Now already I have given you the word equation. I have already given you the word equation of the products. You just have to tell me the formula. Quickly think and tell me what is going to be the formula of calcium chloride, carbon dioxide and water. Very good, Shreya. Shubhra, very nice. Deepika's formula is little mistaken. Nishita, very nice. Param, very good. Nikandru, very nice. Ambril spell formula errors are there. Calcium chloride का formula is CaCl2. Carbon dioxide is CO2. Water is H2. Very good, Uttekar. CaCl2 plus CO2 plus H2O. This is the second man-made chemical change which we are studying, and the heading is cleaning Shabbat tile with dilute hydrochloric acid. Shabbat tile is nothing but calcium carbonate. What is Shabbat tile equivalent to? Calcium carbonate. What is it equivalent to? Calcium carbonate. And what's the formula of calcium carbonate? CaCO3. CaCO3. It reacts with hydrochloric acid, which is HCl, and we get the product as, come on, repeat everyone. CaCl2, that is calcium chloride, carbon dioxide, that is CO2, plus water, that is H2O. Have you all written this? This chemical equation is not there in the textbook, so please write it in your notebook. Did you write? Done? Very good. How do I get CaCl2 is because if you see the reactant, student, in the chemical equation, see, I'll just show you once for your understanding, as nobody to ask you this, but you should know. Good question, Deepika. See here, I have the compound as calcium carbonate and this is hydrochloric acid. And whenever a compound is made, we have studied in our previous chapter that we have a cation and an anion. Means first we have something who is positive, like calcium is positively charged ion, that is cation. Carbonate is negatively charged ion, which is an anion. Calcium is Ca2 plus and carbonate is CO3 2 minus. All right. In HCl also, H is plus and Cl is minus. So if new compounds have to be made, one positive, that is my Ca, which is my positive, is combined with something which is negative here. So Ca combines with Cl. Ca ka valency is 2, Cl ka valency is 1. So when I interchange, I get the formula as CaCl2. Now did you get how did I get CaCl2? And this carbonate CO3, it forms this carbon dioxide gas, and this H of HCl combines with the O to form H2O. Clear everyone? Did you understand how did we get calcium chloride here? Okay. Now, let's move to the third type, that is softening of hard water. Have you heard about this statement before, hard water? What is the meaning of hard water and how am I going to soften it? Do you know what's the meaning of hard water? Anybody knows the meaning of, yes, Nishita, very good. It's well water. It's a groundwater taker, water of well Dipika, very nice. So you all know the difference between hard water and soft water. Particularly when you go out of Mumbai or when you go to your native places, you are bound to come across such water which is a little stringent or brackish to taste, a little different taste compared to the water which we have in Mumbai, isn't it? Have you ever experienced that? So students, some wells or tube wells have hard water. It is brackish to taste and it does not form lather with soap. This is very important. It does not form lather with soap means what? There is no, when you try to wash your hands with that kind of soap, when you try to wash your hands with this water which is hard, there will be no lather form, no jar, lather means what? Foam. This is because hard water contains chlorides and sulfates of calcium and magnesium. It contains chlorides and sulfates of calcium and magnesium, which means it either contains calcium chloride, calcium sulfate, or it contains magnesium chloride or magnesium sulfate. So this is because of the presence of these salts. And if I need to soften the hard water, a solution of washing soda is added to it. What is the meaning of washing soda? It is nothing but your detergent powder. So in your native, usually people prefer washing clothes with detergent because with soap there will be no lather formation as compared to that with detergent it becomes soft, means it is portable for washing, not for drinking. All right, it does not mean कि हम अभी detergent डालेंगे हम उस पानी को पी सकते. That is absolutely not possible. So this results in the chemical reaction to form a precipitate of insoluble carbonate salts of calcium and magnesium. Let's see how this reaction takes place. And as the dissolved salts of calcium and magnesium go out in the form of a precipitate of the carbonate salts, the water is softened. Now, you might not be able to understand these statements. Let's try to understand with the help of a word equation first. What did I say? We are going to add what? Sodium carbonate. What is sodium carbonate? It is detergent or washing powder. Sodium carbonate I'm going to add into hard water. What does hard water contain? It contains either chlorides and sulfates of calcium and magnesium. What does it contain? Hard water contains chlorides and sulfates of calcium and magnesium. Come on, repeat. Hard water contains chlorides and sulfates of calcium and magnesium. So one such example becomes calcium chloride plus sodium carbonate. That's my detergent. Is going to give me calcium carbonate plus sodium chloride. As you can see here, see, this is very simple. Calcium chloride combined with sodium carbonate to give me calcium carbonate and sodium chloride. Got my point? Are you all able to understand this? Calcium chloride combines with sodium carbonate to give us calcium carbonate and sodium chloride. Let's see how I'm going to write it in the word equation. Are you attempting to write it in the form of a chemical equation? First, everybody write the word equation and give an attempt to write the chemical equation also. Let me see how many of you are able to do it. Are you all trying to write the word chemical equation of the same which I have given you here? All right, I've got answers from Shreya. Very good, Shreya. So calcium chloride का formula which we've done in the previous equation was CaCl2. Very good, Param. Sodium carbonate is Na2CO3. Sodium carbonate is Na2CO3. Very good. If you get the reactants, at least I know products will become easy now. एक बार reactant आ जाएगा तो product easy हो जाएगा. What will be the product? See, it's just a simple crisscross, positive, negative. Calcium carbonate. Carbonate का formula क्या है? CO3 और calcium is Ca. Both have valency 2. To become CaCO3. And sodium chloride is the one which we've repetitively been using. That is NaCl. Very good. Were you all able to do this? Were you able to do this? Okay. See, if you remember, in softening of hard water into soft water, I hope by now everybody understands what's the meaning of hard water and soft water. In hard water, I told you there is presence of chlorides and sulfates of calcium and magnesium. मतलब चार compound हो सकता है, calcium chloride, calcium sulfate, magnesium chloride, magnesium sulfate. Now you are going to do the same chemical equation if the salt is magnesium chloride. इंस्टेड ऑफ कैल्शियम सॉल्ट अगर मैग्नीशियम सॉल्ट हुआ तो कैसे रिएक्शन लिखोगे? एंड नाउ द क्वेश्चन इज दीपिका, हाउ डिड आई गेट NaCl? नो, आई टेल you. You know that this calcium Ca is going to combine with CO3. Both have valency 2, so I have got CaCO3. So what am I left with? Sodium and chlorine. Now sodium and chlorine both have valency 1. And Na is positive, Cl is negative. So Na comes first, Cl is followed by that. Did you get my point, Deepika? Now try for magnesium chloride. Let me see who can do it. The same chemical equation, instead of writing calcium chloride, you will write magnesium chloride and give me the answer. Let's see who is able to do it, who has understood the chemical equations well. Yes, you have to write magnesium chloride, that is MgCl2. What will be the product? If I take magnesium chloride, MgCl2, plus the detergent powder is going to remain the same, that is Na2CO3. What will be the product? What will be the change in the product? See, it's so simple, students. We are only changing the salt. Instead of calcium chloride, I am asking you to take magnesium chloride. यहाँ पे सिर्फ तुमको कैल्शियम को कट करके क्या लिखना है? Mg. Amber, very nice. Nishita, very good. Mahek, yes, you are also correct. So MgCl2 combined with sodium carbonate. The only change in the product is MgCO3. That's it. Very good. MgCl2 plus Na2CO3 gives us MgCO3 plus NaCl. Just check whether you've got the same answer or not. Have you all got this? Did you all understand how to write the chemical equation? Everyone? Okay. So if you've understood this, one more question for you. Now this will be the last question under chemical reactions. Do not worry. Let's do a simple experiment here. I'm sure everybody's heard about this lime water experiment. If you would have been there in the school today, we would have got to see it in the laboratory. Take some freshly prepared lime water. Now, one more thing, please register in your mind. Lime water does not mean lemon juice. Lime water does not account for lemon juice. It is lime water, which is a solution of calcium hydroxide. It's a solution of calcium hydroxide in a test tube. Keep on blowing in it with a blow tube. I'm going to blow out air. If I am blowing out air in the test tube which is containing lime water, what am I going to blow out? Which air is coming out from my mouth if I blow out air in the test tube? Tell me which air is going to come out when I blow out air. Very good. It's carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide. So what is seen after some time? Did the colorless lime water turn milky? So what happens is after some time, when you find that a white insoluble solid settles at the bottom of the test tube, which is called as a precipitate of calcium carbonate. Now students, initially it was a transparent solution of lime water. When I blowed out air, there was something solid particles being formed in the reaction. If in a liquid there is a formation of a solid particles, we call it as a precipitate. We call it as a precipitate. Solid insoluble substance formed in the reaction is called as a precipitate. And the precipitate settles at the bottom of the test tube if it is left unattended. So there's a precipitate of calcium carbonate, and which says that lime water turns milky, means the blown gas has now mixed with carbon dioxide. Let's try to write the word equation and chemical equation for the same. Initially, I had, see, word equation you can tell me. क्या लिया था हमने test tube में? What we had taken in the test tube? Lime water, very good. What's the formula of lime water? Calcium hydroxide, in which I had blown out air. The air was carbon dioxide. So that's my word equation. Carbon dioxide plus calcium hydroxide. Because calcium hydroxide is nothing but lime water. And when this happens, I get the precipitate of calcium carbonate plus water. Let's try to write the word equation. I'm sorry, chemical equation now. Carbon dioxide का formula सबको पता है CO2. What's the formula of calcium hydroxide? What's the formula of calcium hydroxide? Hydroxide stands for OH. Calcium is Ca. Ca का valency 2 है, OH का valency 1 है. So when I interchange, I get CO2 plus CaOH twice. CO2 plus CaOH twice. Now students, let's think for the product. See, I'm going very slow to let everything sink in your mind. Carbon dioxide plus calcium hydroxide. Now here what happens, I get the product as calcium carbonate and water. Let me tell you how did I get this. See, carbon dioxide. Whenever you have carbon dioxide in the reactant, in the product it is always going to form a carbonate. In the product it is always going to form a carbonate which has valency 2. And from calcium and hydroxide, Ca is positive. So I write Ca here. Ca combines positive with negative carbonate. Both have valency 2. Both the 2 gets cancelled. We get 1, 1 and we interchange. I get the formula CaCO3. And because OH is left in the reaction, it becomes H2O. Written. If you're not able to understand, I'll repeat once again. Do not worry. You have to keep one thing in mind, student. जब भी CO2 reactant में होगा ना, so product में it is always going to form one of the product as CO3 and it goes vice versa also. अगर CO3 reactant में है तो product में CO2 बनेगा. CO2 does not have any valency, it's a stable compound, but CO3 is having valency 2 and charge is negative. Valency 2 and charge is negative. So CO2 in the product becomes CO3. अभी CO3 मैंने क्या बोला, इसका चार्ज है माइनस, राइट, और वैलेंसी कितना है 2. So it has to combine with something who is positive. In my reactant, who is positive? Calcium. Calcium is positive with charge positive and valency 2. So now they both start combining with each other. The 2 gets cancelled because both are 2. Then I interchange. I get the product as CaCO3. And we're left with OH, which forms water. Now did you understand, Deepika? Please write it down. Have you all written? Done with all the reactions. Now we have completed all the equations here. Did you understand all the equations, how to write them? Please students, very simple reactions are given in 8th standard. You just have to do a lot of practice. If you practice twice and thrice, you'll be able to do all the equations. Getting my point? Now let's move ahead with the chapter and let's see that you know that we have studied the chapter called as composition of matter. We saw that composition of matter changes during a chemical change. New substance having different properties are formed. That we have studied in chemical change as well. Whenever a chemical change takes place, new substances having different bonds and different properties are formed. When this happens, some chemical bonds in the reactants break and new substances called products are formed because of the formation of new chemical bonds. We have also seen in the chapter composition of matter that the number of chemical bonds formed by one atom depends upon its valency. जितना valency होता है उतना वो bonds बनाता है. So let's see what is a chemical bond now. So under chemical bond, we are going to study two types of bond. One is ionic bond and one is covalent bond. Ionic bond and covalent bond. So let's start with ionic bond first. First, let's understand what is the meaning of ionic bond. And I'll take a very simple example here of sodium chloride. We all know the sodium chloride compound is formed from the constituent elements sodium and chlorine. What's the symbol of sodium? What's the symbol of chlorine? Come on, this much everybody should answer. What's the symbol of chlorine? Cl, very good. So let's take the electronic configuration of sodium and chlorine. Sodium, which is, let's try to understand with the help of the diagrammatic representation. Sodium, when I say Z is equals to 1, which means atomic number Z. Atomic number is represented by the alphabet Z, which is equals to 1, which means there are 11 protons and 12 neutrons. Electronic configuration becomes 2, 8, 1. This is the electronic configuration of sodium. Everybody agrees to this? Everyone sitting in the class agrees to this? Sodium, atomic number 11, electronic configuration 2, 8, 1. Now we all know that sodium is not stable. It becomes stable by donating one electron, right? So it will, because it is donating one electron, what will happen? The last shell of having one electron will disappear. This one electron is removed. And sodium becomes 2, 8 and it becomes Na plus. Why does it get a positive charge, students? Why does it become Na plus? Is because one electron is being removed. अगर दो इलेक्ट्रॉन रिमूव होगा तो दो पॉजिटिव चार्ज, तीन इलेक्ट्रॉन रिमूव हुआ तो थ्री पॉजिटिव चार्ज. But sodium has removed only one electron, has completed its duplet and octet. Everybody clear with the concept of sodium here? Everyone clear with the concept of sodium? Okay. Same way, let's take the atom chlorine now. We know sodium donated one electron, so the valency also becomes 1. Let's take the atom of chlorine, atomic number 17. So can you tell me what will be its electronic configuration of chlorine? What will be the electronic configuration of chlorine? I have given you the atomic number. 287. Very intelligent. So it has 2, 8, 7. Again, it's not stable. So to become stable, what does chlorine do? To become stable, what will chlorine do? Very good. It will accept one electron. Chlorine will accept one electron and it will get a negative charge. Why a negative charge? Because it has accepted one electron, no? So एक negative electron अंदर आया इसलिए negative charge बढ़ गया. So electronic configuration becomes 2, 8, 8. But again the valency of chlorine is also 1 because valency means number of electrons donated, accepted or shared. So sodium का valency is 1 after donating one electron. Chlorine का valency is also 1 after accepting one electron. So now what does the sodium and chlorine do? See, once the atom, जैसे chlorine atom ने electron accept किया, it got converted into chlorine ion. Cl minus जो बन गया ना, उसको बोलते हैं chlorine ion. क्या बोलते हैं? Chlorine ion or chloride ion, which is negative charge. Sodium donated electron, Na has now become Na plus. So Na plus is also an ion. But after donating, it gets a positive charge. After accepting, it gets a negative charge. Come on, repeat after me. After donating, they get a positive charge. After accepting, they get a negative charge. How to remember? The ones who donate are always nice, right? So we give them positive charge. जो पूरा दिन मांगता है हमसे, हमको अच्छा नहीं लगता है, so we give them a negative charge. So after donating, when they get a positive charge, they are called as positively charged ions, are called as cations. What are they called as? Cations. Getting my point, everyone? Did you understand the word cations? The ions which accepts the electrons and get a positive charge. Similarly, chlorine has accepted the electron, accept kiya hai chlorine ne. So it got a negative charge and it was also got converted into ion. But this ion is called as an anion. What is it called as? Anion. Anions are the one which accepts the electron. So the one who is donating and one who is accepting, we get them together now. Sodium जिसको donate करना है, chlorine जिसको accept करना है. So sodium will donate one electron to chlorine and chlorine will accept that electron. So Na gets converted into Na plus, Cl gets converted into Cl minus. So because the formation had taken place after donating and accepting the electron, after donating and accepting the electron, we got the compound Na plus Cl minus. They got converted into ions and hence they are called as ionic bond. Sodium chloride is formed by the combination of ionic bond. So why the word ionic came? Because sodium got converted into sodium ion, chlorine got converted into chloride ion. Sodium got a positive charge because it donated electron. Positively charged ions are called as? Positively charged ions are called as? Come on, tell me. Who is going to tell me what a positively charged ion is called as? Cations. Very good. Negatively charged ions are called as? Negatively charged ions are called as anions. Very nice. So sodium and chlorine lead to the formation of an ionic bond, which is also called as electrovalent bond. Let's read about them. So when the elements sodium and chlorine combine, an atom of sodium gives its valence electron to the chlorine atom, whereby the cations Na plus and anion Cl minus are formed. And due to the electrostatic force of attraction between them, oppositely charged ions get attracted to each other and a chemical bond is formed between them. So chemical bond formed due to an electrostatic force of attraction between the oppositely charged cation and an anion is called as ionic bond or electrovalent bond. In simple language, ionic bond is a bond formed by give and take of electrons. So where there's electrostatic force of attraction between the oppositely charged ions. And the compound which is formed by means of this one or more ionic bond is called as ionic compound. Is the term ionic bond and ionic compound clear to everyone? Ionic bond is also called as electrovalent bond. Are these terms clear to you, everyone? Isn't it? Did you understand the definition as well? Did you understand the definition also? Okay, very nice. So the diagram which I had shown you was for your understanding, but in the textbook they have given us in this way. Formation of ionic bond of sodium chloride. And here you can see, first they have drawn sodium atom, then they have added chlorine atom to it. You have to actually draw the atomic structure, students. Then they have shown with the help of the arrow that sodium is donating electron, chlorine is accepting, and we get the formation of Na plus and Cl minus. Is it clear, everyone? Did you all understand formation of sodium chloride? Now your homework for today would be, you're going to draw this formation of sodium chloride. Along with that, you're going to try and practice formation of magnesium chloride. Can you tell me what's the formula of magnesium chloride? Can you tell me what's the formula of magnesium chloride? Anybody knows what's the formula of magnesium chloride? MgCl2. It is MgCl2. 1 magnesium and 2 chlorine. Because magnesium ka valency is 2. It has to donate 2 electrons. But 1 chlorine can accept only 1 electron. So what is the requirement here? I will have to draw 2 chlorines and 1 magnesium. 1 magnesium ka 1 electron will be taken by 1 chlorine. Another electron will be taken by another chlorine. So we get the compound as MgCl2. So I want everyone to practice that in your homework. Will you do that, everyone? Will you please try drawing this? You have to draw along with that magnesium chloride also you have to draw. Please practice as students and be active in the next class. Hope these drawings will entertain you. And I think you all are ready for your next lecture, and sir has also joined us.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah.